What's happening, bulls? Happy Anzac Day. The bull market's back on. The candles are green. The portfolio's up. People are smiling. People are happy. Birds are chirping. People are playing at the park. Things are good. You've basically taken out the cartridge, the Nintendo cartridge. You've gone bull market back on. Sometimes things just need a good blow, or things, or people. We are back. No, it's looking good. Things are looking good. Things are exciting again, but people are not available. People have made themselves MIA, missing in availability. We'll change that one. Missing in availability. People are just sad, down, bad. Maybe it's their first bull market, and they're unfamiliar with the poor decision making that can happen and the results that can leave you with, which is fine. It is what it is. But we're going to give you all the latest crypto news, and then I'll give you some A-grade technical analysis, because I am a quant and TA for the blockchain bulls. So we will look at these things and we'll go through it together. I'll give you my opinion of where the market's going, what altcoins you should potentially look at, and how I'm positioning as well. So first things first, Bitcoin rally underway. Bitcoin price action continues to mirror global M2 money supply, so the amount of money that is in the global M2. It typically is about an 80-day lag, people have found. So if you look at the Bitcoin price and how it follows, the increase of the total money supply, because that is how Bitcoin's really gotten to where it is right now. You can't deny that Bitcoin has gotten to where it is because of the ridiculous, irrational, immature expansion of the money supply, and that's what we're dealing with. So money printer goes and scarce assets, especially valuable assets, even the housing market, you've seen it, just prices just go up. Prices go up, dollars get inflated, and your money and your savings goes to shit, and people say cash is trash. So what we're looking at here is just a typical couple of charts, Bitcoin and the global M2. You can put this against most countries' money supplies, especially America's or the global M2. I've seen China's is basically just going vertical at the moment. So they're printing. Just think about it. You print money comes out of nowhere, and you can just use that money that's come out of nowhere. Just add some zeros. Federal Reserve, RBA, Chinese, Bank of China, or whatever the hell they are. Just add a couple of zeros, and now you've got more money. What do you do with it? You go and buy good shit. What is the repercussions? There's going to be repercussions. The repercussion is that you are devaluing your currency, and you're literally taking money from your citizens, devaluing the currency. So as the currencies get devalued, prices go up because more money gets in circulation, more people are buying. Supply-demand metric, you look at that. Let's look at the Bitcoin price. So the Bitcoin price, this is, what have I got it at? I've got one candle equals 12 hours. Let's change it to one candle equals 1 day. Now, you've been here with us. We haven't made a video in a couple of days, but you've been here with us. You've been understanding the channel, the divergences, the knots, the bottoms, all the calls, the bottom timing, all this sort of shit. So you've pretty much nailed it, most likely, if you've been following what we've been saying, especially in the Discord. And you are excited to where the price action is right now. And the price action it's like a cobra. It's like a snake, and then it's got its head up. It's hissing. It's ready to bite. This can be a time of reversal. Look at places that you can possibly reverse. Like, I'll draw these horizontal rays here. It's just places of like previous upside resistance. Things like that, breakdown points, previous upside resistances. These are all areas that it can turn around, but it depends on how serious this bull run reversal is. So a lot of the time in these moments, situations, for example, after the November Trump election, you see this big pump up, and for 1, 2, 3 days, I bet you there was a lot of people expecting a pullback. Or here, I bet you there was even more people expecting a pullback. Price can go a lot higher. 90k went all the way up to 108. That's an extra decent amount of percent. extra 20 something% on Bitcoin. So things can keep going. It's hard to stand in front of the train. You don't really want a top time. All you can just do is, or all I can do is just tell you that, yeah, chance, 35% chance that it has a bit of a reversal here, pull back. It's going to be very hard for Bitcoin to make new lows now. That ship is more or less sailed. So if you didn't listen to us, all these messages that we posted plenty of times in the blockchain bulls, just over and over and over and over and over about 70k in the 70s. Let's see, it make me a liar here. 70s. Search for 70s. Yeah, making me a liar. It's making me a liar, but we talked about it. I'm not lying. We talked about it plenty of times. You're mad if you don't buy in the 70s. You're mad if you don't buy here. You're mad if you don't buy here. What are you doing? Buy. That was the general consensus. And you can go in the Blockchain Bulls Discord, type it in. I'm used to searching for it for my phone, so we'll be because we're plugged in just 24/7. Discord looking, Discord chatting, Discord thinking. Right now, where are we at? So Bitcoin's leading the way. Altcoins are sussing out how far it's going to go. So if Bitcoin continues here, comes back up into this range here, this price range, then it's just going to skull drag all these altcoins up together. So you want to be somewhat positioned in altcoins here, and also hopefully that you took this time to increase your Bitcoin bags, because clearly Bitcoin is king, always has been, and it's always in the back of your head. No matter how much you fall in love with these altcoins, you just know, and now more than ever, more than ever now. So looking at Bitcoin, a couple of indicators. Let's have a flick of the indicators. So we don't really have extremes in the gigabars yet. So we're looking at, you see the red. Oh wait, here we go. Sorry, here you see the red. That's typically start of reversal extreme moves. We don't really have that yet. Blue means start of a move. Red means end of the move, usually on the second red. Typically is when the finish is. We got to, what did we get to here? 84%, so very close. It just depends on the settings though. So we've got the extreme high at 93, got to 85. This is a daily chart. If you flicked it down to like a 12-hour chart, one of my preferred charts, you can see here we got red, basically finished range, start of a new move, blue, new move begun, red, move continued, got up to 86, blue again, restart, start of new move, first red, probably get a second red most likely. The RSI is going absolutely skits, you can see down here, absolutely skits, and the gigastochastic is also making crazy highs, but we know that this thing can stay up for quite a while, and the price can drag up even with it up. So for example, the 9th of November to the 25th of November. So you can see, that's 16 days, 16th till the 2nd of May could still be another big leg up, but there will be times when there is pullbacks. It's just on how shallow they are, like for example this sort of stuff, or lack thereof. Pretty bullish Bitcoin right now. It could do anything. It's making a little bit of its own knot at the price knot at the moment, so a little bit of a sideways price action where it just sort of makes a ledge. And we will look closer. Just there's a value in being able to go with the emotion of the market. So price action can whipsaw people very easily when people have been conditioned to think that it's a bear market and can think that everything's over and done with. People will just very, very quickly like if this starts going down again now. So this is a 30-minute chart. One candle equals 30 minutes. If this starts if we start getting some red candles, all of a sudden people are freaking out. People are selling. People are shorting again, and then it just goes bang like that. And that just gets mad liquidity and makes the rich richer. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. It could be alright for a little bit of a pullback into the high 80s maybe, but again, if you're shorting or selling, you're standing in front of a literal truck. Because look, we're back at 94k from 76 to 94. 70. What do we get to? Oh, we got to 74. 74 to 94. I'm looking at the percentage now. 26%. 26%, my guy. Because if you think Bitcoin's topped, think again. Past cycles show 2012 to 2013, top 367 days past halving, 16, 17, 526 days, 20 to 21, 548 days. We're only 237 days in. So things are going to change. Things are going to change every cycle and every year. But at the same time, what the fuck have you done here? Come on, lark. But, you can see this. We've still got some ways to go, my guy. Some ways to go. So, Eric Crown sort of spitballing an idea that we get a massive pullback here. He's looking for like a beautiful double bottom, like a nice higher candle. He's on the 12-hour chart here, but he's thinking, what if playing good old lower high bull trap? Yeah, well, that's perma bear, perma bearer. I love me. What if squiggly lines? He's an idiot, that bloke. And it's typically people that they didn't buy in. They want the perfect higher low entry. That speculate with this, and sometimes it does happen. Now it would be like a classic higher low on a higher time frame, just a classic double bottom, higher low, trend reversal. Like we've got the higher high, now we need the higher low. And it would be picture perfect. It just doesn't usually get that easy. Okay, it's not usually that easy, and it's usually people that consistently. I don't know if he's doing this, but people consistently calling for like a higher low are the ones that never entered, and they're just waiting for the entry, and then they're the ones that just follow it up, and then finally they never got the good entry that they wanted, and then they're sort of still waiting, and all of a sudden Bitcoin's at 108, and then they just FOMO back in, and then it double topped, and then it's down again. That's just that's the classic. That's the classic. We can start talking about some altcoins, but there's two altcoins that you don't want to talk about if you're at a party, especially if there's hot chicks around. What do you guys like? Yeah, I like Sui. Yeah, I like Solana. What do you like? Well, I've been around for a while, and I like Cardano and Ethereum. Music stops. Zzz. What the fuck did you just say? Wouldn't care what she reckons. Maybe. Old mate with the glasses. Yeah, it's classic. It's just the times change rapidly. It's the fastest growing, evolving technology space in existence. So things are just moving at light speed. And if you get stuck falling in love with an altcoin, it's difficult, man. I've been around for quite a while, 7 years now, and Ethereum was it. Ethereum was it. And now absolutely just it's like PR suicide. It's doing absolutely nothing for itself. Like, let's have a little look at this Ethereum chart together. Like, even that. So we had a downtrend. The trend sorry, one sec. With the driest mouth, boy. The trend sped up, excelled down, and then look, boom, lows of 1400 on ETH. Even it cracked into the 1300s. Imagine if you had a buy order there, that's fat. And then it starts breaking out above this channel. But, the party's like, we're not saved here yet for Ethereum. Like, there's a lot of problems with this chart. There is a lot of reasons why it doesn't need to go up and make these highs again on these charts. There's so much price resistance. Like, Bitcoin's here. Like, if this was Bitcoin, like if we compared this to Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin's here. This is where Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin's getting rejected off this. Look. See that price action on the 2nd of March? 2nd of March, see? Bitcoin's here. Ethereum should be 2.5 grand right now, but it's not, which is a very large concern and very, very serious problems if it's going to even have a bit of resistance here, like at this breakdown point. Like it's like level 1 on the video game. Or maybe this is level 1 here, breaking out of this channel, and then it's at level 2 now. Bitcoin's already at level 3, 4, into this range, 5. Bitcoin's already at level 6. Ethereum's still stuck at level 2, getting rejected, looking a bit rough there. So that's you can't. It is what it is, my guy. It is what it is. There's no. We'll have a look at Solana though. Let's have a little look at Solana, because Solana is the fastest major, Sui the fastest ascendant. So Sui is just heavily green candling, and Solana is doing relatively well, which we'll look at right now, and that is here. So Solana's getting out, level 1, level 2, level 3, coming up to Solana's at level 4, I'd call it, level 4. That'd be level 6 up there. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just mucking around, but Solana is way stronger than Ethereum. Look at that. You're not getting this sort of gear out of Ethereum. So Solana, you're probably going to see with this trend, the bullish opium is actually, because it's so steep, is something like literally breaking out of it before it potentially makes a lower high, but it's set a really nice pace here in this channel, and majority of channels end up getting broken by a parabola, so this could see something like that for sure on Solana, even just in the relatively near term, in the next month or two. So Solana looks a hell of a lot better than Ethereum, and it is what it is. It is what it is. The rest of the altcoin space is lackluster, to say the least. Okay. Lackluster. Got a little dog there. Let's have a little quick look. We won't take too much longer. We'll speed through the rest. Bitcoin dominance. If you follow Bitcoin dominance, altcoins go down. Altcoins go up. This is very old. When altcoins were pumping. It's been so long. Let's have a look at this. If it loads. So altcoins dump typically when this goes up, because Bitcoin is dominating the space overall. I mean, they can work simultaneously, clearly, because altcoins did have a relatively strong run, but you just do not even know how hectic altcoins can go. Like right here on the 2nd of April 2021, this was probably the most gnarliest bull run ever. And even here, 2022, just altcoins just go absolutely on fire. And that's, here, this is the Giga one. This was the Giga altcoin bull run, and it's never been the same since. 96% domination. So, where we would like, if you are interested in altcoins and trading altcoins and getting mega super giga rich, then you want to see this thing completely dumping out of its ass if you're an altcoin trader and an altcoin believer. Many people quitting crypto right now. Elio Trade says, that shit will never be me. Dust yourself off and get the next win. It's waiting for you. Super cycle. Let's see how the super cycle's going. If it's a super cycle, this total 3 market cap, crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, so pretty much Solana and the rest of the altcoins. Let's see how it's going as a whole. So what's the total market cap? This one actually trends pretty well, and you can get a lot of good information from this. So, even just seeing this break out of the channel like this, retest, and then start trending up, it's just a massive Green light, even like right here, like seeing this shit, like massive green light to start buying in some altcoins. See how bull traps, they sort of just break back down. This one broke back down, and then once you see this, bullish. See this grind up, bullish. This doesn't have it here. See, that would be going like this, but it doesn't do that. It goes the other way, goes down. This bullish. So you've got like literally a full week to get bullish on altcoins. Let's have a little look at another altcoin, is XRP. We've been saying for a long time XRP is in this range, holding very strong. If it goes below this area and holds $1.70, it's pretty much over for XRP for a long time, and it bounced off it. So there you go, Nostradamus. Another shitcoin that I've got probably too much money in. It's another clear example of somebody being trapped in the past. This guy, Doge putting in a bottom. I would call that a bottom. Yes, Dogecoin attempting to put in a bottom, a large range. There's a lot of TA going on this chart, but as you can see, at the end of the day, you've got a price range. So an area where the price spent. I'd actually just do this. An area where the price spent over 80% of the time in. I'm still pretty much in it now, or trying to break out of it. And ranges are either typically tops or bottoms. It trends, and then it ranges. Trends, ranges, and then trends, and then ranges. Range. See this? Range, top. Yeah. Big range, really. Like in reality, this is just a big old range up here. Like bullets, like that's all just price action within a massive range. Top, finished. So I would say, unless we're going to see, a continued. There's anything can happen. Okay, people hate to hear that. Anything can happen. But yeah, more or less, this is where we've been expecting a bottom, and it looks like it's trying to. The strongest altcoin in existence is Fartcoin. Hot air rises to the top, and this is the Fartcoin chart. The Fartcoin chart started bottoming before every other chart. The Fartcoin chart started bottoming on the 11th of March, and it's just done pretty much a 5x or more ever since then. So hot air rises to the top. So what happens with hot air? Okay, so hot air is lighter than cold air. So cold air is heavier than hot air. So cold air will fill the bottom of the room. You put the aircon on, all the cold air goes to the bottom. Hot air rises to the top. This is science. It's backed by science. It's literally the reason why we have wind. Okay, so the sun heats up the Earth's surface. The Earth's surface creates a change in the ambient temperature. The temperature heats up. The temperature then rises. Cold air replaces the hot air from underneath it, and the replacement of that hot air is wind, blowing it typically in the later hours of the day off the ocean, because the ocean holds a steady temperature. In the early hours of the morning, though, the Earth will get cooler than the ocean in most cases. So then the air will form, if you're on the east coast of Australia, the air will form a westerly breeze, and that is good for surfing and fishing. So hot air rises to the top. It's science. It's backed by science, and you just can't deny it. So Fartcoin is just a perfect example of the joke of an altcoin industry that we have at the minute, and any time realistically, because like boobs coin, like cum rocket. What are all the old shit coins? There's always these stupid shit coins that outperform everything, and the hate rallies are just so strong. I can only think of cum rocket right now. But there's been a few. There's definitely been a few, and they perform very well. We'll move on to TradFi now, and then we'll look at a couple of altcoins at the end. TradFi, S&P 500 futures, huge liquidation event, bounce back up into the channel. There we go. So we'll see where the what happens at the top of this channel. Just keep an eye on it and see how strong it is. If it comes back up into this range, it's game on. the DXY, the American dollar. Follow our Perderb line, even shallower, even bearish than we expected, and then it's just done this fall off a cliff. So this is bullish for risk assets. Typically, below here helps crypto pump, and that's pointing at that yellow line, and we're way underneath it now. So if anything's helping, it's the dollar. Now let's look at gold. Gold, I believe, has topped. I was call it, topping around, where was it? Around here. But it is what it is. It's just that extra, the trend channel, and then the parabolic blow off top, crowded trade, and just finishes. And I'm just saying that most likely you will see this just go sideways for a while. Probably and then continue up eventually, but just sideways for a while within this G box. Okay, within this G box, you can look back. I mean, look at this. When the significant moment was when it broke 2K. So where was 2K? Here, and then it did 3%, 4%. Oh, it's done way more than that after breaking 3K. Way more than 4%. 3K. Let's have a look how much percent it's done since breaking that significant point. 16. Yeah, good. So good timing, good economic timing to break a significant number like that. I think it needs a breather now. That's just me personally. A couple of funny things. Hey, look at this. Only 66 years from first flight landing on the moon in 1969. So 66 years between creating the airplane and landing on the moon. Here we are 76 years later, cannot yet return to the moon. We should be beyond. Why is this? Tell me why this is. Did we go to the moon? You got fact checked too, the maths. 2025 minus 1969 equals 56 years apart, not 76. Maybe Elon Musk is time traveling, and then he got his realities wrong. Here's another conspiracy thing. Why was Klaus Schwab, the godfather of globalism, pushed out of the World Economic Forum after 55 years in charge? His own staff blew the whistle. I haven't read this, but I might read this a bit later. Schwab didn't step back because he was tired. He was forced out after an explosive internal letter from employees exposed years of corruption, luxury, and lies inside the forum. I'm not surprised. Withdraw, build hotel manager, donors, just a whole lot of shit. Oh well, that's good. The evil masters are fighting between themselves. That's what we like to see here. Listen to this guy. This is somebody that I would hire personally.
By the whole American people. He's the only failed to cover the fact that Joe Biden
inspiring.
Was mentally incompetent and was not running the country. It is also true that many people in this room who have used this talking point that Elon is not elected fail to understand how government works. So I'm glad for the opportunity for a brief civics lesson. A president is elected by the whole American people. He's the only official in the entire government that is elected by the entire nation, right? Judges are appointed, members of Congress are elected at the district or state level, just one man. And the Constitution, Article 2, has a clause known as the vesting clause, and it says the executive power shall be vested in a president, singular. The whole will of democracy is imbued into the elected president. That president then appoints staff to then impose that democratic will onto the government. The threat to democracy, indeed the existential threat to democracy, is the unelected bureaucracy of lifetime tenured civil servants who believe they answer to no one, who believe they can do whatever they want without consequence, who believe they can set their own agenda no matter what Americans vote for. So Americans vote for radical FBI reform, and FBI agents say they don't want to change. Or Americans vote for radical reform on our energy policies, but EPA bureaucrats say they don't want to change. Or Americans vote to end DEI, racist DEI policies, and lawyers at the Department of Justice say they don't want to change. What President Trump is doing is he is removing federal bureaucrats who are defying democracy by failing to implement his lawful orders, which are the will of the whole American people. Failed to cover.
Man, that shit don't know about you, but that shit just gets me hot around the collar, makes me want to just storm the White House. Let's finish off with a couple of altcoins, okay? Tron, literally the strongest chart ever invented in crypto. Outperforms Bitcoin. Trends since 2022. Absolutely fucking nuts. Okay, you got to have a bit of Tron in your bag. Not financial advice. Now, what we're looking at here is these blue bars, okay, that we get. Now, look, I just want to show you these blue bars, gigabars. If you're a Blockchain Bulls member, then you can access our gigabars for, as part of the membership. But look at this. If we go back to see these alerts that pop, okay, let's go back to, for example, here. Okay, bonk, Tuesday, 22nd of April. So that was 3 days ago. Blue bar signals start of new move, bang, moving. What's this one? Blue bar signaling start of new move. Barely done it. Could be a good trade. Blue bar signaling start of new move. That's up. That's decent. Neo, like mad short squeeze, 20%. Blue bar signaling start of new move. Literally right there. You buy it right there. Bang. Blue bar signaling start of new move. Looks like it's literally lifting off. Going to be a massive short squeeze auction. Look at that. Balancer, blue bar, fucking around, still in its trend. You want to look for especially the ones that have are already started coming out of this, like ones that are like there. Ugly as fuck chart, very volatile, wouldn't trust it. Blue bar, something's going to happen. Blue bar, right here, start of the move. This is above the channel, like I was saying, XCH. This thing could easily go up here to $17. Okay, I'm going to actually write that down. XCH. So I think spec auction. Yeah, auction. So start an auction. What else we got? UX link lifting off, bottomed, massive, huge bottom. Look at this, famous bottom. Look at that. Look at that area that it's just sitting on. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't break down in 5 times. Come on. API 3V. Oh, look at this, lifting off, breaked, channel, trend line. Yep, broken. Okay. Big pump, getting ready. Blue bar, gigabar, ready to go again. Crazy V. Now you're asking okay, where's stop loss? Okay, how do I do this? So look, long now. Okay, chase the trend. This is the bar where the last blue bar was. Okay, so if it comes back down here and starts closing below this, okay, then you're fucked, and then you got to switch to short because it's most likely going to be what's called a head fake. It grabs liquidity, hits stop losses, and then comes down this way, and it'll most likely come down here, and you get mad gains because you'll get your gains back. There's only one reason that it wouldn't work, and that is just a high volatile altcoin, just a kind of a thing. Excuse the French, but just sometimes you get butts. I mean, it does happen. It's rare, but anything can happen. But you just long follow the trend, and hit stop loss here if it closes. A manual stop loss is best obviously on close, but here's what it is. Look at this one. Wow, trending very hard. MTL. People are going to be scared. People are going to be just trying. I bet you this coin. Let's have a look. Coinalyze. MTL, I'm just seeing that looks like a chart that just people are consistently trying to short and failing. Oh, Bitcoin, Binance, red funding rate. Oh, oh my god. Well, MTL, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Look at this. Everyone's just mad short, just begging aggressively, just climbing over each other to be a long way. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people still long on it. Yeah, this is one of those ones where people just climbing over each other like the zombies to try and short it, and then it just keeps going up and hitting. So stop losses. What's some later ones? Yeah, so TRX Again, looks a bit slumped over, but this is something that if Bitcoin plays ball, you'll just get like a big green candle. So this could be a good one right now, if you're interested. No, I'm not too high leverage on it, but that's a good one. TRX, write that down as well, even though I remember that one. A8, suspicious chart. So if you're lucky enough to buy before one of these big explosions, then consider yourself, again, lucky. Rare, start of a move, pretty wicky, pretty ugly. See what happens. GLM, liftoff has begun. Grinding up. Watch out for heavy take profits above this line right here. And the most recent one, Cake. There you go. Look at this. It's quick, quick. So there's the blue bar right there. So blue bar right there. Stop loss. Bang. Obviously yesterday or earlier today would have been a good time to jump on this one. This is the most recent signal. So yeah, Cake. You can see how it works. Anyways, it fucking works alright. Don't worry about that. We'll leave it at that, eh? That was good. A whole lot of 36 minutes. Good to see you. Good to talk to you. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.